In this video we're going to be on 3 trains from Burton to Birmingham to Peterborough and to Huntingdon to pick up our first campervan.
Crew taking care of you this morning. Huey the driver, myself Dewey, I'm your train guard, assisted by our wing commander Louis.
I guess it's like I'm young because I don't mind driving like that time. I drove when I was young, but I should have
Time to get our new campervan home. So this is the first drive home in our new campervan.
And take the first exit, A1123, Needingworth Road.
Purchased from Needingworth Campers in St Ives in Cambridgeshire. Never had a campervan before.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Used to drive vans for a living many years ago, and now I'm semi-retired. It looks like I'm back in a van. First things first, we're going to fill her up with some Shell V Power Plus. Right, let's put some V-Power in. See you in a minute. Right, we're filled up with V-Power. Nearly £90 worth. Let's go home.
Follow A1123, Holm Road for 3 miles.
I'm already feeling like a van driver. I've got my pop here and a Mars bar here. So what have we bought? So we bought a VW Transporter. It's had a Camper King camper conversion.
Welcome to TomTom Voice Control. Speak after the beep. Speak naturally and fluently. If it's too noisy right now, try again later. You can also start voice control by saying "Hello TomTom One" in the silence view. I'm listening.
Go home.
Do you want to
Yes.
Finding a route home, 43
So
p.m.
before I was interrupted by TomTom, just checking he's not listening for me again. So it's a VW Transporter, pre-registered, delivery miles, with a brand new camper conversion by Camper King, based in Warwickshire. We'll do a full video review of this in a future video. But in the meantime, what have we got? Well, it seats 5. It's a 4-berth, so we've got a pop-top roof. So the van is a 2-litre 102 PS diesel. And we picked it up with 440 miles on the clock. Why have we bought a camper van? Been researching it for about 2 months, looked at loads of videos on YouTube, did other research online. The hope is many weekends away with the kids, gives us more opportunity to go to different places. It has a 240 volt hookup, so if we go to a campsite with electric hookup, then that's great. We've got 2 leisure batteries fitted in this van, so that if there isn't a hookup, we can still use everything that's in the van. We're hoping to build a lot of memories in this van and take it across Europe and all sorts, so please stick with us if you haven't subscribed already. Follow us on our journey with our new camper van. So we picked the van up from Cambridgeshire, St Ives. Got to get it back to Derbyshire now.
Take the second exit, A141.
So before we bought this camper van, we hired one from Camper King near Henley and Arden, Warwickshire. Main reason we hired it was not to see whether we actually liked it or not, because we were quite confident we would like it, but it was to make sure it fit in the garage. The height of our garage is 2.1 metres and the height of the van is 2.05 metres, so that sounds great. But we got a very slopey drive to the garage, so we weren't absolutely certain if it was going to fit, but it did. Still fingers crossed that this one fits, just in case it's slightly different height, but it should be fine. So why did we choose the VW Transporter? I just think they look like a fantastic van. It's a good base for a camper van. It's certainly one of the most popular camper van conversions you can find.
Take the exit A40.
So the spec of this van is called a Highline spec, so it has alloy wheels. It doesn't get sat nav, but it does have aircon. Heated windscreen, heated mirrors, electric mirrors. A lot of the camper conversions have got big wheels, added body kit, and they do look nice, but I'm in my 50s, so I prefer to have the standard Highline wheels that's fitted to this vehicle.
Roundabout and take the third exit.
Also, I've noticed the converters seem to, when they put the big wheels on, they seem to put makes of tyre that I've never heard of. So as this has got the original VW wheels, it means I've got the tyres that VW supplied, so I'm happy with that. Just putting my empty Mars bar wrapper in the bin. It would appear VW supply a little bin for the door pocket, which is handy. So we've got a full tank of diesel and it's saying we've got a range of 560 mile. I'm hoping that's going to improve when it learns the style of driving that I tend to do. Also, though, I don't know what the running in period is on this van. It's at 455 miles now and I'm going to be steady with it till at least 1,000. shut. Apparently there's a bit of a thing where transporter campers have a wave at each other when they pass. We'll see if that actually happens. We're looking forward to buying lots of different bits and pieces for our camper. Now it is all new, so we're completely naive to this. We've got no idea what we're doing, but life's about experiences, so let's see what we can do. Hoping to have a lot of fun with it. Do any of you already have a camper van? You're interested in a camper van? Let me know in the comments what you drive, what you think of it. Is it a transporter camper van you've got? Are you happy with it? Have you took it on any big European journeys like we're planning to do? Let us know. Maybe we can learn some places that you would recommend to go. We're listening. It's a nice cosy place to sit with its two armrests. So those of you who know anything about camper vans will know that VW do their own version called the California. Looks lovely. If you're looking for one new, you're looking at least 60k, maybe 85k for the 4Motion version. 60k was a bit out of our budget, so not that a camper van conversion is cheap, mind you. So people that own the California, obviously it came out of VW like that. It's got some nice touches. It's a lovely vehicle. Take my hat off to everyone that's got one. But the sliding door, for us in the UK at least, is on the wrong side because it's on the driver's side. At least with the van conversion, I've got the van door on the passenger side, so at least the kids can get in and out without stepping into the road. That alone wouldn't have put me off of California. It's literally that the California's out of our price bracket. But there are plenty of van conversions out there. A lot of people have van conversions done after the vehicle's been used as a van, which I'm sure is absolutely great. We've gone for one where it's delivery miles, so it's never been used as a van, although it obviously started life as a van. So everything is effectively new, and the conversion is obviously new. It's got that new car smell, or new van smell, I guess. And it's lovely. You have the option with the camper conversions to have either a double passenger seat, which we've chose on this one, or a single. The single is easier to turn round, but we wanted the option of carrying an extra person sometimes. This double seat does turn round. It's just that there's 4 bolts that you have to undo, but it's a simple system, and we'll show you how that works in another video. It just means with the pop-up table that's in the back, you can be facing the rest of the family having a nice cup of tea, hopefully. And biscuit or cake. Rather partial to lemon drizzle cake, so that sounds lovely already. I'm finding my feet are sliding on this floor at the minute because it's a van floor, so it's not carpeted. The California would have carpet. And because it's all new, it's very shiny. We'll be putting some mats in when I get back. I've gone for rubber mats and I'm starting to wonder why. Maybe it would have been nice to put carpet mats in, but the rubber will stop the feet slipping. And hopefully easier to clean. I was expecting to maybe have quite a lot of wind noise because ultimately we've got a pop-top roof bolted to the top. But to be honest, it's quite a windy day today. I can hear the wind noise from it, but it's minimal. Also, the diesel 2 litre 5-speed at about 70 miles an hour, it's only on 2,500 revs, so that's not too bad. In fact, that's very good. So there's a number of converters in the UK that will do a camper van for you based on the Transporter and other vans. We went for Camper King because I understand they're currently producing about 20 a week. The business has been expanding over the last few years. They sell to quite a few dealers now. It's probably a mid-range conversion. I don't know if I'm being fair to Camper King or not there, but it's not the highest price converter that you can find, not the lowest. So I guess that is mid-range. There's lots of different options for the build that you can have. We've gone for a gloss grey, which again we'll show you in a future video. It just looks and feels a well-built camper conversion. Our camper's a short wheelbase version. You can buy a long wheelbase version, but I wanted something that was definitely going to fit in the garage. And it's not that it's wanting for space, to be fair. Obviously we've just 2 seats right back there, almost in a different postcode. The kids are not going to struggle for leg room, that's for sure. Plenty of cubby holes for storage. What's called a rock and roll crash tested bed. So basically you just move a lever and the rear seat turns immediately into a double bed, which is really cool. Easy to set up, easy to put back. On the day we went to look at this van, a couple pulled up in a grey Transporter conversion, a couple of years old. Didn't speak to them, they were there for something else. But then when we went round the corner to a National Trust site, because why wouldn't you when we've travelled all that way just to look at the camper van, I noticed them pull up and I thought, I'll go and have a word. They purchased it from Needingworth Campers, so I just thought, ask them how they got on. They've had it a couple of years, do they like it, have they had any problems? What would they recommend to add to the van? They were a lovely couple. If you're watching the video, thank you very much for all your time, very generous. We learned quite a lot. And they pretty much sold the van to us. It was nice to speak to genuine people that already owned one, rather than just speaking to the dealer. Their van had what's called a barn door, or barn doors, because obviously a lot of vans have twin rear doors. We've gone for the tailgate version. We like the idea of the tailgate. It can be a nuisance to get into if there's limited parking space at the back, but we like the idea that with the rock and roll bed, the kids can sit on the rear facing part when it's parked up, and you've effectively got an awning with the door, nice sunshade. We like both. I'd have been happy with either, but we deliberately chose the tailgate version. There's quite a few conversions that are also in some mad metallic colours, and I do like mad metallic colours, but we've gone for VW standard cherry red, so obviously not metallic. Problem is I love polishing cars, and there's a lot more metal on this one to polish, and I'm going to have to climb on some steps to get to the roof. I do set myself up for some work. apparently VW Transporters no longer come with a service book, it's all electronic, so I'll check that when I get home. I'm sure that's correct, but I'll still check anyway. But because the vehicle was converted by Camper King, we get what's called a habitation certificate, which I believe checks and confirms the condition of the electrics that's been added, and obviously the gas and the plumbing that's been added. There are some photos on the Camper King website of how they actually convert these. I'd be fascinated to go and actually watch one being converted. There's a lot of videos on YouTube of people converting their own, and again, I take my hat off to all of you that do your own conversions. No good with my hands. I'd love to say that I'd converted it myself, but we've had to go and pick one off the shelf effectively. You not only save money, of course, on the labour, but you've got that pride of knowing that you've done all the work yourself, and if you get any problems with it, I guess you've got half an idea at least of what that is since you built it. 5 miles from the M1, yes! So over there is the problem with the A14. It's absolutely fine with 2 lanes and obviously no hard shoulder because it's not a motorway, until something happens like that where a truck has lost a tyre, and then all of a sudden everything's a standstill. Traffic. I wouldn't want to be that side. So how is a truck that's going to repair that tyre get through all this traffic? It's not good fun, that, is it? I reckon we're on 1.5 miles at the minute of that traffic, and it's still backing up. Well, we're approaching the intersection for the M1 and the traffic is still there. So of course what I know sitting here that I don't necessarily know sitting there is that's a long, long wait they've got there. We hired the camper van from Camper King to try it out. It had the addition of a grill. We have a fridge, a gas hob and a sink. This one also had a grill, and we don't think we're ever going to want to use the grill, and all it did was rattle the whole time we drove the van. I've not heard one rattle yet in this van, so that's good. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to follow us in our life with our new camper van, please remember to subscribe. See you in the next video.